Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to get singles for all your Force of Will and other trading card games, as well as these amazing patrons.
Thank you for your support. Enjoy the video.
Jake Dame wants to know when we're doing a Magic the Gathering Gauntlet.
Oh my goodness. When the rest of us have grind enough in arenas so that way we can build real decks.
Are you telling me my mono blue deck is not real?
Oh my goodness. That was what Stuart tried to have me start off to.
Hey, that deck is real good.
Like all uncommons. He's like, yeah, go have fun.
How dare you? It's not the value of the cards. Each card has a heart.
You're gross. Who's gross? Hold on. Emily heard you. I'm right next to her. Emily says you're gross. What the hell did I do? Emily just smacked me on the shoulder because she said you're gross. Ah! I got you. I do that shit to my wife all the time. I make up shit that she never said. Good job. Good job, Jeremy. You got me.
Okay, so what? Is this just literally just the same Atom list from earlier?
Probably not. Knowing Toby, this... honestly, I got no idea. Toby does whatever the hell he wants. Toby's mad. He's a madman. Counseling degree and work for Medicaid addressing mental health. Where am I missing this conversation? Oh, got it.
Jeremy, it's a different deck. I wouldn't play.
She did actually say it. Now she's laughing and say, "Come on, the Franklins over here. What do you do when you put your kids to sleep? You just get online and torment content creators. Poke fun at this guy. Dicks." Franklin's probably up. I helped Toby with it a little. Oh yeah, it's definitely a different Atom list. Okay, Blade of Faith is actually just Seal of Lenneth. Yeah, but better. Like we've already talked. Like I already smashed your little top 5 video. Like where you were just like, oh, the 5th best card is this shitty edition. Like, yeah, I already, did that, and you missed it. That's what you get for, eating and being lace.
What, Seal of Lenneth?
Yeah.
No, I actually think it's a top 5 worthy card.
I know, buddy.
I think it's top 10. Doesn't have Quickcast. It's garbage.
I don't know if I'd argue Blade of Faith is worse. Blade of Faith does draw you a card sometimes, right?
Yeah, back when we were playing Messenger.
Yeah. You know what counters Seal of Lenneth? Hint, hint. It's Messenger. Alright then.
No, and this is just one of the problems that I have with Seal. It can accidentally, in Force of Will, so comparing Seal to O-Ring was almost just not even do justice because Magic the Gathering doesn't have near as much of the broken inner effects that we have in Force of Will, right? And so when you O-Ring...
True, they print an Abdul every format and no one plays it. You know that, right? They literally print an Abdul every format in white and no one ever plays it.
So that's my biggest problem with Seal is you seal something and then they answer your seal and you just got inner effect again, and I'm sure whatever you sealed had something that you don't want to have trigger again. You know what I mean? So we are playing Quickcast Atom. That's what it looks like.
So I think that's the thing. Just don't play Seal Lenneth on a thing with a good inner effect. Don't seal their Athenia.
But what are you sealing? What are you like? Yeah, I love Seal because it does this.
You're sealing those big stupid creatures that no one really plays. That someone's like, yeah, I play it because it's a 14/14.
Cool. Top 5 card to handle things that nobody plays. I love this.
I mean, I never said the list was good.
Nah, I think Seal is such a sideboard card for white if they don't have a way to deal with like Regalian editions themselves. So
What are they answering Seal with, though? I don't know. Whatever they want to answer with.
they're
I
answering
mean,
Seal with
Raise and
Seal.
Revive answers Seal. That's a big meta card right now. Atom is mainboarding Dispel. That answers Seal.
Okay.
If anybody goes back to Messenger of the Sun, that answers Seal. I mean, I think there was just a lot of things that just accidentally also hit additions. You know what I mean? Doesn't the Faria Blade Art do it too?
Yeah, it does. Removes an addition from the game.
I mean, it's just there's too many accidental answers, and
No,
so-
I mean, I agree with you, Ryan. I think Seal is actually a top 5 card as far as this set goes. I think Seal's a very powerful card. And I think
as far as this
comboed
set?
with Dark Alice, I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, but see, okay, that's the argument. But now what you've done is you've created a 2-card, 2-drop, or like you've created a 2-drop sorcery speed removal, which you have Raise and Revive, which is a 2-drop instant speed removal. Literally
I think
does
if
the
you had the option to go, like, if you're in red-white, of course you're playing Raise and Revive over Seal of Lenneth.
But I mean, we're talking about like the card is so good because of a 2-card thing that makes it a 2-cost sorcery removal, and I don't.
LOR. Oh, Lighter Raise and Revive.
Is not removal?
Yeah, because everyone else is playing Raise and Revive, so they just play their Raise and Revive to bring back the cards you removed.
Well, that's the argument with Seal of Lenneth too. Then Seal of Lenneth isn't removable either, because
Yeah.
they could just bring it back with Raise and Revive.
Everyone needs to stop playing Raise and Revive, so that their Raise and
I mean,
Revives don't get
Both
back.
those cards counter each other, but
Yeah.
that isn't a very good argument.
Train up, Jeremy.
One
Stay
is
up, stay up
one
late
is
for 2
instant,
weeks.
one is not instant. I think that's, I don't know. I think different decks play it, both of them. So
What is this meaning for cheering? Man, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the cheer. What is this meaning for the cheer? But my Seal costs 1 and your Raise and Revive costs 2. But that isn't the argument. What the argument was that your Seal with Dark Alice, which does cost 2. Like when you're talking about true removal and not doubling up on inner effects on accident, like that's what you're talking about. Is you're talking about a 2-card combo that costs 2 will.
I don't know.
Really?
There's a lot of cards that sacrifice themselves or get sacrificed by other cards that sack things, like Guinevere, the Black Dork.
Dude, I don't know. Like, have you been watching this stream, buddy? Like,
There's
we're
a
playing.
lot of instant speed interaction.
We're playing Izanamis, we're playing Raise and Revives, we're playing Flame King Shouts, Whispers, Godly Aura, like Sand Awakening, like everything's instant speed. Yeah, but you have Dark Alice at instant speed during your turn. You know what I mean? So, like, you didn't flash it in. It's not spooky. It's just, it's out there. Like, and you used it to draw a card. It's vulnerable. It's not...
I mean, I don't think Seal is a bad card at all, and I think it's really works really well with Dark Alice. So, I mean, no argument for me there.
Just do the vanilla. Yeah, you seal my thing. So, like, what's a big thing that you want to seal?
Well, nobody plays big cards, so.
No, I mean, like, I guess I'm just trying to carry out this argument with Ryan. Like, what is it you're trying to seal? Give me an example. And we'll kind of walk through why it's a bad idea or why it's a good idea. Anything costing more than 1. I mean, but I mean, like you gotta be specific here. Like you don't put a card in your deck unless you're like, this answers this. You know what I mean?
I mean, Seal is a a catch-all. I mean, it hits anything. The versatility of that card is very good, and that's one of the reasons why I do agree. It's a very good card.
I think Ryan's drunk.
I think people playing Raise and Revive are probably playing Stranger decks sometimes too, and that essentially is a free card off of Regalia. I think that makes it also pretty good too. Can't do that with Seal of Lilith. Ryan is drunk.
Oh, the Narla train has started.
So we just vomited everything. Like, that's GG.
Where did this perfect Loki come from? I was too busy listening to the arguments.
Seal Gnarly as it enters. Like, you can't seal. Seal's at sorcery speed. So.
Yeah, Ryan, it's a really good tempo play.
So why was the perfect Loki played on his turn and not? Did I miss something?
I don't think there was anything a lot that Toby could have done. My guess is that perfect Loki actually probably came in at a different time. It wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think rogue decks can exist in the format because of decks like Isis and Melgus, even though Melgus isn't, a tier 1 deck, still very punishing deck.
Are you mainboarding Seal, Ryan?
I mainboard Field Seal, so I don't see why he wouldn't mainboard Seal. I'm like, just being honest with you, I think Seal's a really good card.
I assume Ryan's playing Jeremy's Atom list. Any point. Yeah, it's probably running Seal. Oh, he's probably playing that Loki list he was playing earlier.
But essentially, the format doesn't exist, right? Because next tournament is Vegas.
No, I mean this format exists. I mean, I gotta go do a tournament in February.
Wait, where are you going in February for a tournament?
Canada.
No.
Is it going to be before?
Yeah, it's like it's at Dylan's. It's February 2nd.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. So I'm playing.
What are you thinking about taking?
I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this Isis deck. I don't mind it. But probably just grind with Perfect Loki. Go that route.
It's fine.
I mean,
Nah, man, just play Faria.
Faria's
Don't listen to Stuart.
good enough to top 8.
Faria can play Seal.
Faria can play Seal.
Fuck yeah. It goes in my Faria deck. You just play a bunch of removal, board wipes every turn and Seal of Lilith.
Yeah. Truth. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta log some hours with this Atom deck because I do like what Atom is doing. I think it's doing everything that I want to do with a deck of Force of Will. But then I've always been a big fan of the soft lock on that Perfect Loki does. So, the altar style salt lists, like I'm just kind of a little familiar with those from previous gauntlets, and so I don't know. Probably go one of those two routes. We'll see.
Okay, so what I do, you take the Hanzo Saltless, you change it to Chamimi, and run Elephant Rush instead of Seal.
Okay, I like it.
I have no reason besides nothing.
You have no reason besides nothing.
Yeah, nothing. No one's playing Rune Rose. Everything we're playing, Melgus, Lineth, and Farius, so saving scroll is useless, so just put out some elephants.
So Dark Alice came down, didn't have an Atom to put into the grave though. So this is an interesting take on what's going on here. We're definitely playing more of a control route, but an early use of a Dark Alice without an Atom in hand, I don't know if I agree. Let's see if an Atom gets in there now. Alright, Ryan, thanks a lot for stopping by, buddy. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot for arguing with us. Or at least with me. Stuart likes you.
No,
Stuart
thanks
agrees.
for arguing. I hate people who argue with me.
Nah, I'm glad that with this game we're not at a point where everybody is just thinking on the same line. You know? I like that's what the Rogues Guild started with. We wanted to think outside the box. We wanted to break some of the norms, and so as long as we're at a point where we're still disagreeing and we're all not agreeing on the same thing, then I think we're in a healthy state. So
I don't think we could ever agree on one thing.
I don't know if we could.
Yeah,
I don't know if we could. But
makes picking food at GPs hard.
Oh, Ryan, your time will come. Your time will come. The year I don't remortgage my house is the year that you lose. Could be this year. Could be this year, buddy.
That's mean. Yep, he's drunk.
We can go play Magic, Ryan.
Oh, dude. Like, I'm actually looking forward. Hopefully I can drag him up to Detroit for that Magic Fest. I wouldn't mind doing a not Force of Will tournament with Ryan Miles. That might be fun. Might be fun. And I think that's kind of like with this last year, with what the company did and with the start of Rogues Guild, I think that's something that we have definitely had to kind of adapt to in this last year. Is like our passion is competitive trading cards, and coming to the conclusion that that might not be Force of Will, like when the company made the moves that they made, right, and they took away all of our paid invites and all that, and we didn't know if we were going to have a Worlds, and still the competitive season this year isn't established. Like, we start looking back into like some of the old games, and I kind of like that there's quite a lot of us that are still just like trying out some of these other things. Like Joey's playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm playing Magic, Stuart's playing Magic, Ball's still tearing it up in Argent Saga, and we're all still playing Force of Will, so it's kind of nice. We've just competitive Force of Will, or competitive trading cards. It doesn't matter, just get cardboard in our hands and a tournament, and we are happy people. So beginning of Toby's turn, doesn't look like he's doing too much. Nothing's really progressing. Brunhilde Shields, though. God, I absolutely love Brunhilde Shield. Like, I remember when that card was released, I was like, this card is dope. Dope. This is back when we were going down to Frank's, and You guys remember when Patrick made the Unlimited Bladeworks Brunhild with what was it? With a Nature's Beauty. He was Brunhild playing Nature's Beauty in his in his rune deck. Guy was mad. Ooh, bouncing in response to the power of immortality. Sack it. Get the moon anyway. Get the moon anyway.
How bad is their hand if they're making these plays?
Who? I mean,
both of them.
Honestly, no. Like, that's classic Patrick. Like, he loves getting an early power of immortality, either to do the Dark Alice, draw 2 more cards, or on just to ramp some moons. Like, he loves those early moon generations. So, like, he's kind of telegraphing Isis here, but I don't think there's anything that
I feel like that's just a bad way, a poor use of power of immortality just to.
I mean, it's definitely
extra
impatient.
moon.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. I definitely don't have to worry about Oko. It wasn't that long though that I think what they did, they banned it in Standard for a little bit, but then it wasn't in Pioneer for like a couple weeks. So then they were like, oh no, Pioneer too. So forcing the Erendite play if he has it. If not, getting 2 more moons. So Isis just doing a fantastic job of what it does. Land an Isis, get a Narla, go moons, shoot blockers, ping for 10 all day. So plenty of will, plenty of everything. 3 cards in hand for Toby, not looking good at all. What do we got? 2, 4, 6 cards in hand for Isis. No board for Toby. I mean, I don't even think Holy Nova does what we needed to do. Because there is no wiping Isis. Like, you just, it's all temporary. With the Brunhild Shield, just give an Eternal. Just not looking good for Toby here. So Misty Woods playing a Dark Alice. We have a Zeus Alice. So we're definitely just playing blue-white control quick cast style of Atom. Just really kind of trimming down on all the multicolor and just focusing in on these Zalus Misty Wood plays. So Only 2 Will of Interaction. We've probably sided into our own answers. Some Raise and Revives. If he Misties into a Zeus Alice, that thing ain't gonna land a block. Hard casting Narla Awaken 5. Just going right for the 9 moons. Make you have an answer. Answer has to be removal of some kind, but it's probably not going to work. My guess is we have Raise and Revive or Burial Right, or not a Burial Rites. Not even Burial Rites. Raise and Revive or a Mind Like Still Water. So, Perfect Loki is not next. We're actually doing Melgus. So Stuart was scheduled for Perfect Loki, but Stuart can play whatever. Honestly, he brings like crazy stuff sometimes, so like he can totally just play whatever. So we're not
That's
gonna.
my special skill. I can play any deck
Yep.
that I want.
And so yeah, the Perfect Loki is actually not going to be played against Isis, which is a little bit of a shame. Unless Collins, what are you thinking, buddy?
Let me see if I even have one made.
Do we still have one in our Discord?
You can price up mine.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like we have a ton of really awesome meta decks in the Discord at access for any of our patrons.
Below the price of
And
Pitch.
team members?
Pitch. Hey, yeah, and team members.
No, none of these team members can see these decks.
None of the
Only
team members.
patrons.
All team members must pay Patreon costs.
Dang it.
Yeah. So
Well, I better
just...
become a patron.
So in the deck list, you'll find Steven's Ploki list from 2 weeks ago, and I think if we run that instead of Melgus next, that would actually probably be pretty damn good. You cool with that?
Okay. It's in the deck list.
Yeah, it should be. I think it was a text list, right, Steven?
Yeah, it was.
Is it pinned?
I think it was
Might be
untapped.
pinned.
Let's
Nope,
see if he
looks-
has another answer.
Looks like Josh did not pin it. Loser.
I am
I
a
do
terrible.
have a Loki list in Untap. I don't know how good it is. But,
Is it legal?
yeah.
Okay.
What did we do? Play a.
God, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of moons. Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, this is GG.
This makes me want, like, one and only. Really bad.
Just come on back, one and only.
No, my game, I had a Thor in hand, and I was like, man, where's my Ornithopter so I could just be 0 and fucking blow up all these moons?
Ornithopter coming next set.
Goodness gracious.
Ornithopter next set, right?
0 cost. Ice is too strong. It is.